What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Top 5 Scary Videos. Whether it's picking up hitchhikers who for sure look like they're gonna kill you, or just straight up taunting an entity in your house until something cool happens, the choices made by characters in horror movies are normally lessons on what not to do. So here to break down 5 of our dumbest characters in horror movies, I'm Taylor McWatters. Let's dive in. Kicking off the list at number 5, we have Derry, Jeepers Creepers.
Derry!
I told you I heard someone.
You know the part in scary movies where somebody does something really stupid and everybody hates them for it? This is it.
Can you say that again? Just the way you said it.
Okay, so we have Trish, played by Gina Phillips, acknowledge how stupid of an idea this is. Yes, and then Derry, aka Justin Long, is like, you know what? I'm still gonna do it. Let's pop in, see what it's all about. So at this point in the movie, they know better, or they should know better rather. Sure, the creeper tossed a body down, then they want to be good people, maybe help out, but like, be realistic. You can't do anything if you fall into this pipe.
What the hell's your problem?
Like, if this happened to you, would you really be poking around in places after? Like, after that scene, he decides to go crawling around in this pipe, a pipe that leads, I don't know, to hell apparently, who knows? Like, good on Trish for even saying what we're all thinking, but also, don't let your brother hang headfirst into a murder water slide full of rats. This pipe is long and dark. For good reason, it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to hear or see anyone down there. Also, I did the research, Justin Long is not actually very long. He's 5'7". So, when Trish is holding him by his feet, that's not a better vantage point. Robert Wadlow was the tallest man alive. He was 9 feet tall. If she grabbed his feet and he laid down in the pipe, homeboy's head would be hitting the ground. He'd be like, yeah, this doesn't look good at all. I can see everything. We've got to get out of here. And then it would take her 19 minutes to pull him back up. That'd be a great plan. And then we call the authorities and then get the heck out of Dodge. This also isn't the first time Justin Long has encountered an awful fate. If you haven't seen the movie Tusk, give it a go. You'll never look at Justin Long the same again. And before we break down some more dum-dums, guys, if you haven't already, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up right there. It looks like this, because it really does help us out here in our underground Death Waterslide Jeeper Creeper house. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. All right, now let's go check out the worst couple ever. Number 4, Mika, Paranormal Activity 1. Okay, hand cam movies are of course a big risk. People don't like the shaky camera thing. It makes them feel nauseous. There were tons of people complaining after Cloverfield came out that they would feel sick as soon as the movie ended. See, I luckily don't suffer from motion sickness, but like, man, that would suck. Seeing a movie with your friends on a Friday night and then after you're like, all right guys, sick, who's driving? You're driving? Shotgun, awesome. I get it, it's not the easiest to watch.
How it was videotaped, it was not the best because it hurt my eyes.
So when Paranormal Activity came out in 2007, people were displeased about the whole camera thing, but not because they felt sick or anything, but because we had one of the main characters, Mika, hold the camera for us the entire time, which gave it a realistic feel, but we also get to hear this guy improvise for an entire movie. And man, did it ever get annoying. You know how like when you watch home videos and there's that one uncle who thinks they're J.J. Abrams and they just like talk to everybody about what's going on, just like zooming in on like the tree and then zooming back out on like a 1989 camera. It's like that, but while you're in a horror movie. I mean, this guy wants to be haunted. He loves it. He straight up taunts the entity that is clearly unhappy with him. Right off the bat too. He's the worst husband ever.
I'm gonna buy a Ouija board.
Oh, nigga, you mean exactly what I meant.
Okay, sure, maybe he just got excited about the demon in their house and he wants to see what's up, you know? I mean, Ouija boards don't even work anyways, right guys? Oof. He's just the worst partner to have. Like, he makes Katie go through absolute hell. He doesn't even take her warnings seriously at all about having paranormal events happen when she was younger, which we see in Paranormal Activity 3, and it's not so chill at all. And Mika's like, hey, you know what, you're just a kid, you know, whatever, use the board. What's the big deal? What's the worst that can happen? Number 3, Jess, Black Christmas.
Be calm. Don't tell her that the guy's in the house. Just tell her to put down the phone and walk straight out the front door. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Nice, awesome. Couldn't have made it any more clear and calm than that. Great. Now at this point, the call coming from inside the house, this was a new thing. It hasn't been done before. It was used afterwards, of course, in other movies and shows, and it was even parodied a bunch of times. It's a classic horror trope now, but if we look at the roots in this scene from Black Christmas, it makes me so mad. We have a nice build up at this point. The creepy calls, the pacing of the movie, it's great. And then of course, one bad decision just makes things worse, just awful.
No questions. Now just put the phone back on the hook, walk to the front door, and leave the house.
Okay, again, sounds like calm, crystal clear instructions on what to do. He's even like, please just do it. Just don't listen, just do exactly this, and then we'll talk later.
Jess, get out! And don't go up there. Don't go upstairs, Jess.
And then the next 20 minutes are just hell. Like, imagine a police officer being like, look, don't ask questions, just leave. The caller is in the house. If that happened to me, it would cut back, the phone would be hanging, and I'd be gone. Catch me in the pharmacy looking for Tums. I'd be out of there so quick. I'm gone. Especially before cell phones too. Like, sorry man, I'm not playing horror hide and go seek. You're on your own up there. Peace. Number 2, Milburn, Prometheus. Okay, Prometheus is a fun movie. Ridley Scott is quite good with space anxiety. I was into it. I saw this movie in theaters twice. I loved it, but every time I see Rafe Spall's character, Milburn, I get so mad. So our boy Milburn, the biologist of the group, may I add, decides to go poking around with a hammerpede. Like literally, he pokes a damn alien.
What the hell makes you think that's female?
Yeah, she's a lady, look.
Huh?
Like, man, it's even doing threatening movements. Like, even if I saw, I don't know, a sunflower in a field and it was like bobbing and weaving, I'm out. I don't know what's going on, but I know that I'm out. And it gets even better. He gets a jolt from our hammerpede, like a and he falls back. Like, dude, you're on an alien ship. You know the dangers. This is a perfect time to be like, yeah, you know what? It wants nothing to do with me, it seems. In all of my years, I've never seen anything like this, so I guess we should head out. And they're all like, yep, let's do it. Credits roll. That'd be great. Then we all get up and say, wow, that was a great 1 hour and 4 minute movie. Happy endings. We love it. No, this dude, of course, gets his arm all twisted up, and then Fifield tries to save the day by cutting its head off. And then he gets its visor sprayed in like his alien acid. I'm surprised his name wasn't Milburn, because, you know, Milburn, melt. His face burned, melt, hot, yuck. The hammerpede grows another head, lickety split, and then crawls into Milburn's suit. So now we got Fifield's face melting off. His mask is just all over his and then Milburn now has an alien in his mouth. Guys, all this could have been avoided if you just didn't try and touch the gross looking space worm. Like 6 feet apart. It's not rocket science. Well, actually, maybe it kind of is. 6 feet apart though. Finally, coming in at number 1, Addison Saw 2. You already know which character I'm talking about. I'm talking about Addison, played by Emmanuelle Vallier. Now look, I know her brain's fuzzy, and I know she's scared, and I know she's blah, blah, blah. I get it, trust me, I'm with you. Okay, so right off the bat, our girl waltzes in. She's not feeling too hot, we get it. She sees the envelope, and like a Viking, she just rips it down the middle and tosses it. That's nuts. That's like a Big Brother when Ika shredded everybody's letters from home for some cash.
Goodbye, good riddance to you.
Have respect for envelopes, guys. Somebody had to lick all of those envelopes. Poor dude. So she tosses it away and the key, so that's nice. So Camilla Cabello over here gives a smirk and then dives in. Like she has an idea of what's going on. The one hand pops up, and this should have been enough to know it's a trap. But then this happens. And that's it, you're done. Start headbutting the glass, call for help, you're doomed, sis, that's it. And then of course, to fix the horrible situation, she puts her other hand, not in this one, but in that one. I get it, her brain was foggy, guys, I'm telling you I get it, she was scared, I know it, but with a movie like this, that's a one-way ticket to death. Saw 2 was great, and I think the reason most people remember this scene and got mad is because it was a good movie otherwise. You gotta have the classic dumb death in there, you know, keep the balance, it's all good. Also, bonus points in the Saw franchise to Dr. Gordon for not seeing John Kramer's blueprints just spread out for all to see. Well, there you have it, guys. Which dumb character from horror films did we miss? I mean, of course, there's tons to pick from. I had a very tough time picking my 5, so of course, there's gonna be a part 2. Let us know which are your faves down below, because we'd love it. Until next time, I'm Taylor McWatters. Stay safe. Bye. Got my nice palm tree shirt in the middle of November. It's the good stuff. We can dream. One can only dream.